went from looking like this to this within a time span of 4 years, which was not only a physical transformation, but also a crazy mental transformation. I'm going to be showing you today 7 ways to become more masculine in your teens. So my name is Bars Only Noah. I basically specialize in calisthenics fitness, but I also do self-improvement. And the reason why I want you to do self-improvement is because it's going to change your life forever. So I'm not only going to be talking about physical transformations and physical self-improvement, but also mental self-improvement and to change your life overall, not only in your physical aspect. So basically, when I was 14, I looked like an absolute skinny, beatable bum, right? I was very skinny. I was a small kid. People didn't really pick on me because I could still kind of stand up for myself, but I wasn't the masculine type or whatever. I was actually more on the feminine side. And I don't want to say that from like a gay perspective, but I was just not a man. And of course, this is normal when you're 14 years old. You're not going to be this masculine kid, but you definitely can make improvements. If you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you can already make improvements a whole lot to become more masculine as a teen, to improve attraction, to actually start making more money, to actually start becoming more of a capable person overall. It's going to be benefiting yourself, but also the people around. So let's get into it. 7 ways to become more masculine in your teen. Way number 1 is becoming more muscular, aka building muscle. So what I want you to do is start going to the gym for about 3 times a week if you have not done this, and start building muscle. Why do I want you to become more jacked? Now, a lot of the times, becoming more masculine is basically a big part of becoming more masculine is your physical self, right? It's basically what do you look like? Are you skinny? Are you fat? Are you jacked? Are you skinny fat? Are you obese? Whatever. What I want you to do is increase the frame on your body. So when it comes to masculinity, and people have like a bad name on masculinity, but it's some of the greatest stuff out there. The reason why is because everything that you see around you is done because of masculinity, right? So stop playing with masculinity and say it's toxic. We don't need masculine man. It's fucking bullshit. What I want you to realize is that the moment you put some size on your frame, it's going to be literally filling people's view of you. Literally is going to fill up the view that they look at you, right? You're going to fill up their view with your frame. And what this does is it's going to put more respect into their minds for you. Now, most of the time when you're young and you don't really got anything going for yourself, you're kind of skinny, you're small, people don't respect you, people be picking on you in school, maybe you've got that. The thing that I could recommend to you right now is start building muscle, which means eating more and going to the gym. So you got to eat a lot of food. I would suggest you to eat about 4 to 5 meals a day. Focus on just regular food, lean meats and eggs, rice, normal carbs, and just start eating more to gain weight. And what it's going to do is it's going to gain weight on your body, filling up your frame. And you want to just do strength training for about 3 to 5 times a week. Now, whether you do calisthenics, weightlifting, CrossFit, it doesn't really matter. Everything is going to build you muscle. But what I want you to do is stay consistent and learn the hardship of training. So basically, training is not only physically demanding, right? I've been working out for 5 years now, almost 6 years. I think about 6 years. And it has been mentally more challenging than physical. The reason why is because me going to the gym in there for about 1 hour to 2 hours is physically not that, it's physically demanding, but the more demanding thing is me needing to go 5 days a week. The reason why is because I do not always want to go to the gym. You do not always want to go to the gym. Motivation, when you first start off, is probably going to be high because you're seeing your results. You look in the mirror, you start feeling bigger. People around you are starting to respect you more. The moment motivation shuts down, this is where discipline is going to be taken over. If you have it. If you don't have it, going to the gym consistently and writing down your training day, so making a very specific plan for yourself, is going to install discipline in you, right? This is basically going to be awakening up that real beast in you. And this is going to make you more masculine. If you have discipline in all areas in life. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to be becoming more of a man. Look at every successful man on the planet. Does he have a lack of discipline? No. Look at all the successful entrepreneurs. Look at all the successful athletes. Look at the people who are genuine masculine men. Are they lacking in discipline? Is discipline a lacking area of them? No, probably not. The reason why is because discipline, in my opinion, is a part of becoming a man. You need discipline. It doesn't matter for what it is, whatever you want to do. If you want to start a business, discipline. If you want to go become the greatest shape in 2025, discipline. If you want to get shredded, discipline. If you want to make $1 million a month, discipline. If you want to start a clothing brand, business, discipline. If you want to do whatever, it takes discipline to get good. Now, of course, motivation is also very important. That's what you're going to be starting with, right? You're going to be starting with motivation. The only problem is that I want you to realize motivation is not going to be around there forever, which which is the good part. Motivation, as soon as that vanishes, discipline is going to be taken over, and that is when the real improving starts. So going to the gym and building muscle will first off also build you confidence. As soon as confidence is increased, you're less scared of things. You become more fearful in the eyes of others, which is not a bad thing. I'm not talking fearful of like that you can kill them. No, I'm talking fearful in a way of respect. You have respect to one another, right? That guy respects you now because you were in shape. If you're 17 and you're skinny as fuck, I'm sorry, bro, but you're gonna get shitted on. And I don't mean that in like a hard way that's supposed to happen. No, that's just what people do. That's just how people are. People are gonna be shitting on you when you are skinny as fuck at 17, especially guys who are a little bit bigger than you, right? Who don't do shit about their physique anyways, but they just are genetically a little bit more gifted than you. They're gonna be shitting on you, especially in school. They're gonna be picking on you, especially if you don't stand up for yourself. So the best improvement tip that you can make right now to become a more of a masculine man that is respected in the eyes of others is going to the gym and building muscle. Let's go to the second way of becoming more masculine, and that is choosing purpose over pleasure. In high school, college, whatever you're doing right now, there's going to be a lot of pleasure around you, and a lot of people are going to be asking you to join their pleasure, such as partying, drugs, casual dating and sex, video games. The thing that is holding most men today, most young teenagers today, even in their 20s, very weak is pleasure. What happens when you do a pleasurable habit over and over again? You start to literally look like, what does a typical video gamer look like? And I don't mean the jacked video game or whatever, there are a few out there, but what does the average video gamer look like? The guy who literally plays video games hours a day. He's probably not in shape because he doesn't work out. He only plays video games. He eats like shit, so his skin is probably bad. He looks like absolute shit. He looks like a loser. His eyes are fucking going bad because he's only staring at a fucking screen playing brain dead video games. He's not doing anything else besides video games. And of course, if this is your business, if you're making a business out of it, fine, right? Go ahead and make money from it. But if you're only doing this for pleasure, this is something that's holding your potential back by miles, bro. So the best tip that I can give you is literally quit video game. And for most people, that would be the most difficult choice to make, especially if you're very addicted to video games. The best thing that you can do as of right now, a little bit of an actionable step if you're a video gamer, is start by first off reducing the hours of video games by 50%. So let's say you do 1 hour, let's say you do 10 hours a day of video games, reduce it by 5 hours. Do that for a whole week, right? Which is already way less than what you usually would be playing. Then what you're going to be doing that divided by 50. So then you're going to be doing only 2.5 hours a day. And you're going to keep on going until you complete it, completely cut it out and go cold turkey, right? The thing about video games is it holds you back so much because you live inside of that virtual reality. It is not real. You need to go build up your real character, which is your body, the way you look, your fucking bank account, and everything else, your family. Your video game is basically your life, but it's not real. You're trying to make money in the video game. You're trying to become the best character in the video game. You're trying to get bitches in the video game. But in real life, you still don't do anything about what I've just told you to do. You're trying to do everything that you want in the video game, but in real life, you're still at level 1. What does that mean? That means that you're gonna lose in the real life. Maybe you've been striving in the video game that you're playing. Let's say you play GTA 5 and you've got all the houses, all the cars, all the money. You know how to get money this quick. You got yachts, helicopters, all that shit, jets, planes, watches, whatever. But in real life, you're sitting behind your laptop or you're sitting behind your gaming console and you're still the same character at the same level that you was 5 years ago. If you really realize that, and I want you to look at my face while I tell you this, you are an embarrassment. Because in the game, let's say all the people around you like playing video games with you. Let's say in the video game, you wouldn't be striving. You would still be at level 1 in the video game. All the people around you are going to be like, yo, you're not good at playing this game. Like, we don't want to play with you no more. Like, you always behind, you always lagging in the video game. You always lacking. Just go play a different game. Like, we gonna play this game together. You got to hop out. That is the exact same thing happening in your life right now without you even fucking realizing it, because you a bum, you a loser. You only sit in this virtual reality that is not real. This is why it's called virtual reality. It's not reality. Hop out of it and start doing something real in the real world right here. Way number 3 to becoming more masculine in your teens is have something to work for. So when it comes to having something to work for, is basically what I meant with the purpose over pleasure. Purpose should be your main focus in your life. What is your purpose? If you believe in God, good. I'm about to explain something. If you don't, okay, fine. But I hope you understand. As a believer of God, I believe that we are all here for a purpose, or else we wouldn't exist. So if you're here for a purpose, that means that you need to do something. It's not sitting at home jerking your fucking little penis off, that's not your purpose. Your purpose is not to go to a party every Friday night drinking alcohol. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is not to go to the first ratchet bitch you see on the street and fuck her. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to do something that you're very good at, and you do it over and over again until you reach greatness. That is your purpose. I don't know what it is for you, but it's something. It's something that's inside of you. I have something that's my purpose. Think I kind of discovered it, but not fully, for sure not fully. My editor right now, shout out, you have a purpose. Guys, every person who's watching this video has a purpose, including you. So realizing that hopefully makes you want to work. And if you have something to work for, which is most of the time should be your purpose, you need to keep doing it over and over again. This needs to be your new video game. This needs to be your new focus when it comes to trying to level up. Your character is you. It's not the fucking GTA 5 character in the video game. It's you as a person. That's the character that you're dealing with. And you can improve that character every single day if you have something to work for. It could be anything. Right now, myself, what I have when it comes to something to work for, having something to work for is YouTube, business, trying to make an online business for myself, achieving communication skills, learning every day. That is what I have to work. That is what I do. That is what I do every single day. If you have nothing in your life, you're basically going to stay at the same place forever, right? So you might as well just choose something. I don't care what it is. Even if you don't know your purpose yet, which most of you don't. I don't know it exactly. Nobody knows it exactly because nobody tells you what your purpose is. You have to go discover it yourself. But even if you do not have your purpose discovered yet, do something. Action is always the best option compared to doing nothing. You understand me? So what you got to do is get to fucking action. Don't just sit there not doing anything. Even if you don't know what type of shit you want to do when it comes to work, grab your phone, record yourself improvising your speech every single fucking 20 minutes. Do it. Just record yourself, review it. Do you cringe at yourself? Yeah? Okay, you probably need to go improve that. Probably need to go get better as a whole human being as a whole. You're wasting your potential and your time by just sitting there. You have to have something to work for. This is gonna make you more masculine as a human being, as a man. It doesn't matter which age you is. It doesn't matter which age you are. You're gonna becoming more masculine if you just have something to work for. You need to have a purpose in your life that you just have your fucking eyes fixed at. You feel me? You have a fixed point that your eyes are just fixed on, and you can't move. Nobody can fucking move your head off. You need to just focus on that. That is all you need to do. As soon as you have done that, keep on going from there as well. Trust me, it's gonna improve your life for the better. Then we have number 4, and that is choosing challenge over comfort every single day. Now, this is something that should be a habit. As soon as opportunities come your way, it doesn't matter what opportunities it is. If it's, let's make a scenario. You have a full work day. You need to go work 8 hours for your job. I don't know what you do. 8 hours. After you come home from an 8-hour shift, you have a choice. Or you sit down in bed and you don't do anything else. You just scroll. Or you have an option to go to the gym. Which one would you take? And to be completely honest, if you're extremely honest, which already makes you more masculine, go ahead and type it down in the comments. If you're that brave, what are you choosing? You choosing to lay comfortably on the bed, or you choosing to go to the gym? If the answer is the bed, which most of you will answer that truthfully, that's totally fine. You know why? I would answer that too. But now, this is the difference. What would you actually do? This is the difference. If your answer is, what would I actually do? If that's the answer, if the bed is actually the answer, then you're on a wrong path. But if you choose the action differently than what your feelings tell you to do, every single time I come home from doing whatever, a day of work or a day of this, a day of an activity that I didn't really want to do, and I still gotta go to the gym. I have the choice to go to the gym or lay in bed. What I want to do is laying in bed. But what do I actually do? I go to the gym. It's the choice, right? It's basically a choice that God is gonna give you. You want to go lay in bed or go to the gym. Choose your fucking thing. Pick your poison, bro. This one is going to make you unsuccessful. This one is very difficult in the short term, but it's going to give you success. Which one do you want to choose? Go for the challenge always. It doesn't matter what you have done the entire day. You need to pick challenge over comfort, as always. Let's say, I don't know what time it is for you right now, currently watching this video. If it's like 7 p.m. or earlier, how about you just choose to wake up very, very early tomorrow and spend the first 4 hours of your day focusing on craft of yours. So set the alarm for 5 a.m., wake up, and from 5 a.m., from all the way to 9 a.m., all the way to 9 a.m., you're going to be focusing on raw work. Just sitting there, headphones on, laptop, and just going for it. Or, doesn't matter what your craft is, you go to the gym and you work out for 2 hours, and then you come back and you study for 2 hours. Boom. But I want you to spend the first 4 hours of your morning or of your day to whatever your purpose is. And even if you don't know your purpose, as I said again, do something anyways that is productive. Read a book. If you're still in school, go study, right? That is difficult. Choosing challenge over comfort is going to get you all the success success that you want. It's going to get you where you want to be. We all know that, but we don't want to accept it. Most people don't want to accept it. But the reason why so many people actually don't want to accept it is because, again, it's the challenge that scares them. Challenge is difficult to choose. If you have comfort on the other side, just go to the comfort. That's what most people would do. But how about you fucking shut your mind off and you go do the challenge? You go to the challenge, you go to the uncomfortable situation. When you get in there, all the results will reveal after. It's just the hard choice that you need to make at first. All right. Then, number 5 to becoming more masculine is dress like a man. I used to go from dressing like this type of guy to dressing like this. And the reason why is because when you dress in a certain way where people look at you and take you automatically more serious, it's going to open up opportunities for you. People are going to want to work with you. People are going to respect you. People are not really going to be messing with you real quick. People are going to be even taking you as a leader. The reason why is because you look like one. What I want you to do makes very simple changes. Instead of dressing like the guy who is wearing a fucking Cheetos shirt or is wearing a Minecraft backpack, or the guy who is wearing shorts with cargo fucking bags in them all the way down to the knees, choose some formal outfits just like I'm wearing right here, right? Choose some outfits that fit good on your body. After you went to the gym, this is already what you should do, because now you're going to be highlighting your physique. You're going to be basically showing your physique through your outfit. I basically only wear outfits right now that you can see my physique through. Even though it's long sleeve, even though I got jackets on, you can still see, yo, this guy respects himself and chooses himself over pleasure and all that other bullshit, worldly things. That's what I want you to do. Every single time when people look at you, they're going to respect you even more. I'm serious. Every single time I've experienced this for myself. People just walk by and kind of have this respect feeling towards you. They kind of walk around you like you're some type of leader or something, right? You can't do anything about it. Maybe you're not that at all, but if you just dress like it, you will already receive so much more positive feelings from other people if you do this. It's just a simple change. Am I still recording? Yes. Sorry, I fucked up. Then we have number 6 to becoming more masculine, and that is fearing God. Now, in my opinion, this is the controversial opinion, but I don't care. I want to be honest and that you realize that people who fear God automatically have some type of boundaries in their life. So it's going to make you stop acting like a bum and acting like a loser. When you live like a guy who is thinking, okay, when I do some fuck shit, God is watching. When I go jerk off on the bed, God is watching. When I go fuck this ratchet bitch, God is watching. I don't want to do that. I don't want to embarrass him like that. You need to see God as your father. He is, but you need to see him as that. You need to really see him as your father. When I go steal this phone at the job, if I go steal something at some type of store that I need or whatever, I don't know, my father will see it and he will punish me for it. He will not punish me, but he will give me the consequence. Because God doesn't really punish, but he has consequences for actions that you take. So if you steal, that shit is coming back in your face later on. Trust me. He's not going to be punishing you in a way where he's going to be physically slapping you in the face like a father would, maybe. But he's going to be giving you a consequence that is linked to stealing something, which may be getting arrested, jail, having crazy type of fear of inmates that you're going to be seeing in jail or whatever. There's going to be a consequent link, dumb decision you make. This is why I want you to live God-fearing. And a lot of people don't understand the concept of fearing God. Basically what I mean is having respect for God. Because the fear of God is not like you're scared of God. I'm not scared of God, but I fear him in a way that I would fear a very successful leader. You have respect for that man, right? Same thing with God. You want to have respect for God. That's basically what it is. And when you see him as the supreme authority, you automatically stop doing dumb shit. You stop taking people like they're fucking pieces of meat. You stop looking at people like they're nothing, like they're worthless. You start treating others with respect. And what comes with treating others with respect? Getting love back. When you love others, you're getting love back. Trust me, bro. When you bully others, it's gonna come back at you. When you treat other people like dicks, it's gonna come back at you. When you yell at others, it's gonna come back at you. Just saying. And it's something that you need to make that choice. You need to make that choice for yourself. I'm not here trying to convert you or whatever, but I'm just telling you how it is for me and how I see God and why I need God in my life, basically, and why you actually need it too. So then we have number 7, and that's taking responsibility. Every single man on earth, successful man, masculine man, takes responsibility for his actions, for everything, basically. What I want you to do is hold yourself accountable and take responsibility in that you have the control. So when you look at your bank account right now and there's nothing in there, take responsibility. You have that in control. You can change that. God is not going to hand over 10 grand to you tomorrow. It's not going to happen. He's going to make you work for it. So what I want you to do is take responsibility and say to yourself, this is my fault hold yourself accountable and say, this is my fault, especially as a teenager, because in your teen years, a lot of things are going to be going wrong, which are basically learning curves, but they're going to be going wrong. And you're going to think, damn, how am I going to fix this? You're going to have your first job, your first money losses, your first paychecks coming in from your job. You don't know what to do with it, maybe, or maybe you spend a lot and now you're broke as shit. You have to take responsibility for every single action that you take. This is going to be allowing you to become a man. Same thing with you when you get your first girlfriend and she's going to be nagging about little shit and she's going to be giving you hella questions. I hope she's not watching. You got to be able to deal with that. Pretty difficult to deal with it, but it's what a man is supposed to do. It's just you're supposed to stay under a level of control and still being able to act correctly as a man. You're a man. We don't act out on impulses like this, right? We're not supposed to. We do, but we're not supposed to. So what I want you to do is take responsibility, take accountability for yourself, for your own actions, and become better that way. So those were the 7 ways to becoming more masculine in your teens. I'm not saying that I'm Andrew Tate. I'm not saying that I'm some type of all-being masculine individual. But I'm saying I've made a pretty good transformation within the last 4 years or 5 or 6 years or so, going from this to this right now, and how you can actually do the same. If you want my personal help, just join the Bars Only Academy, link in bio, and I'll help you there.